Yes, people, and welcome back to Norski TV and the What's Going On podcast. We're here to talk all things football. But first of all, before you do anything, please smash that like button, subscribe and share if you are new. And we have got a lot to get through tonight. Champions League fallout, Premier League fallout, game week 31, we're going to be discussing. Game week 32, we're going to be discussing. And all football. It's going to be all about football and nothing else but football. And I'm just going to quickly just make sure I've got all my stuff in front of me. You can see I'm very organized. All right, let's just do this quickly. There we go. Right. So, people, yesterday I did a watch along. And I'm not going to lie, I was absolutely frustrated. But listen, it is what it is. But we're going to discuss that. So I'm going to stop rambling on, and I'm just going to get my guest people in, and that's Mr. Big D and Mr. JP.
Yes, people.
Gentlemen, what are we saying? How is everybody doing?
Yeah, man, doing good, Norms.
Yeah?
I'm all right, Norms, man.
Good, dude, man.
You're all good, yeah?
Yeah.
It's all good on the red front, yeah?
I said all good in the hood.
I just want the season to be done. I'll tell you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I'll see that you checked out on 10 arm, mate.
Yeah, it's a slow death, isn't it? It's a slow death, dude.
It really is a slow death.
On the chat, didn't I? It's just killing me, man. It's killing me.
Just roll on the summer, mate.
Yeah, big up to Jay.
Yes, mate. Good evening.
Thank you, Jay, for the coffee. Hold on a second. Just a second, guys. Just a little bit salty at the moment, so.
Oh, man, to put some of that table salt in there, boy.
Yes, Root Calls. What you saying, man? Big up to you.
Yes,
Root Calls, what you saying?
Look like simulation to me, but I've seen them given. Yo, we're going to go into that, bro. We're going to go into that. I'm not going to lie. When I did the watch along last night, I was all caught up in my emotions. I've had time to sit down.
I saw that, Norms.
Yeah, I know you saw it, mate. I had time to reflect. Even I was on the phone to one of my mates. I think you might even know him, JP, Ian Harris. I think you might know him. He used to go to your. He knows Jake, your brother. Yeah, so he used to go to the same school and that. So yeah, he knows your brother well. So we was having a conversation, and if you did see that conversation towards the end of the show, and we was discussing.
Was he a few years old? He might have been.
Yeah. Probably about 2 or 3 years older. But yeah, we was discussing the game. Frustration at the end of the day. It was absolutely frustrating. But yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie. When I saw it back, why is Saka hanging his leg out? But we will discuss that in a minute. So yeah, big up. But Jay, how are you doing? How are you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. Like I was just saying, you know what? Football's just annoying the hell out of me, man. Everyone's playing good football apart from my team. It feels like right now. It's frustrating as hell, man. But it's the world you live in. You got to take it, man. You got to take the rough with the smooth, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Rough with the smooth. You took the words right out of my mouth there, mate. And yeah, we have got a lot to discuss tonight, but we need to do it in record time because my missus requires this bit of instrument that I'm using. So we're gonna go through this as quick as possible. As you know, we will be looking at Prem and Champions League fallout. Ref watch, some controversial stuff. Yesterday, definitely some controversial stuff in the Bayern Munich Arsenal game. And even in some of the Premier League games, we're going to be looking at some of the controversial stuff there. The other thing is the pool get invited for dinner at the Theatre of Dreams. Now I call it the Theatre of Nightmares, and just won't finish their dinner. They just won't finish their dinner. And the other thing is the title race takes another twist and turn. 7 to go. Who dares wins? And last of all, the What's Going On prediction results, game week 31 and 32. The What's Going On Fantasy Premier League shout out that Mr. Big D will be doing at the end of the show. So, people, let's start with the most recent, and it's unforbiddable. It's in front of our minds, and that was the game yesterday. Arsenal playing Bayern Munich. We've not been in the Champions League quarterfinals for 14 years. This was our big, 14 years. The last time we was in the quarterfinals, was against Barcelona, where we got a 2-2 draw. We got a 2-2 draw at the Emirates, only to get slapped up 4-1 at the new camp. Messi scoring 4 goals and a consolation goal by Bentner. Yeah, man. Yeah, listen, Football Dad's Armour. People, if you don't know, please go and subscribe to this guy's channel, doing some good work down there. And hopefully, I'm still going to take you up on this football. We are going to get together and do a collab. It's just a bit of time. I know I nicked Scott from you. I don't know if he was on your show last night, but I invited him on my show. He had a bit of technical problems with his internet, but I'm sure we can do some collabs together. So look forward in the future, and especially when it comes to Arsenal. I think we need to just do an all Arsenal cast. Just get these Man United fans off, man, because they're not in our league right now.
You see the
no, I'm joking. I'm only joking, guys. I'm only joking, man. You guys we've been through thick and thin.
No joke, right? You said what you wanted to say, and I won't forget it, Norm.
Listen, let's just unpack the game. Let's unpack the Champions League game yesterday. As I said, we had a massive chance. To which I felt we could have, Bayern Munich was there for the taking. They were absolutely there for the taking. They're not doing well in their league. They've lost 6 games, domestic games in their league. Yeah. 3, they've drawn 3. They're about to lose the title this weekend. If Bayer Leverkusen wins this one game, that's it. Title done. There's 16. Can you believe it, guys? There's 16 points behind Bayer Leverkusen. Bayer Leverkusen have not lost a game. They've at the moment they're going. They could be going unbeaten this season, become invincibles in the Bundesliga. So look,
has that been done in the Bundesliga? Has it ever been done in the Bundesliga? Has it ever been done in the Bundesliga?
If there's anybody that knows, do you know whether anybody has gone invincible in the Bundesliga? I am not too sure. Something. I don't know. Did Bayern Munich do it? I don't know, because when Pep was there, did Pep do something? I'm trying to remember.
I don't know.
I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I
wonder if Bayer Leverkusen will make up their own trophies for that if they do it. Like another team that I know, they just started making up trophies.
What are you talking about? I did not see that.
One said I didn't see it.
I didn't see that one. Yeah, but no. Yeah, but chest is high. Yeah, but I know my chest is high. Yeah, and so it should be. But look, as I said, we go into this game as the favourites. Funny enough, we go into this game as the favourites, and for the first 10-15 minutes, we was playing really well, and a well taken goal by Saka. You've got Alphonso Davies gets an early yellow card, and I'm thinking, right, we've got these guys on toast now. Let's just go and do the business. Let's go and do the business. Put this game to bed, because literally, if you check out the stats, we had more possession. They only had 2 shots on target, and both those 2 shots was 2 big mistakes from us. Unfortunately, Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes, who I think were being fantastic this season. They've been imperious when it comes to defending. Ben White, Kivior, he's been good up until this point. But yesterday, I think the occasion just looked too much for them. And as usual, Harry Kane scores his usual goal against us. Right? Why? You know what I mean? It's inevitable when this guy, scores his penalty, as he always does when he used to play for Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah?
Not only that. Mo Salah, it's like Mo Salah versus us. He always scores.
Always scores, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Did he kiss the badge at all?
I don't know. I don't remember seeing that. It's got Bayern are still Bayern. We're too high-chested, expecting to smash them due to their league fall, and that's the problem. I think we went into this game, and I think I heard a lot of stuff on on social media where we're going to smash them 3. Well, I did say we was going to beat them 3-1, but I was still kind of like. I wasn't like no. What I meant,
look at Root Calls that said,
no, but I didn't. I wasn't saying. No, but I wasn't. No, I didn't say I was going to smash them. I just said that I think we'd beat them 3-1, but it wasn't going to be an easy game. You know what I mean? No, I was talking with a couple of my mates, and some people saying 2-1, 2-0. But I was hearing things like 4-0, 5-0. You know what I mean? Because they're just not at the races. But
Yeah.
as you can see, when you're playing in the Champions League, it's totally different to playing in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And as you can see,
yeah.
go on, sorry, go on.
I know that's why we have to be careful when we're calling the people's leagues farmers leagues, because in the Champions League that never relates.
Yeah.
Yes, Craig. It never relates. You know what I mean? And so it's always at the farmers league, and then you're playing in the Champions League, and you go, "Rah, we didn't get the result we expected to get." So yeah, even if there's 2 or 3 teams that stand out in the leagues, when they come to Europe, they're going to play football that has you having to rethink and be just got some tactics about you when it comes to your plan Bs and your plan Cs in the game.
Yeah.
And I was seeing on Twitter where a few people was going after Saliba, saying, you know, he's not Premier League Saliba when it comes to the Champions League, which I think is a bit harsh because they've been, you know what I mean.
You know,
but
I criticize Saliba, but come on, you know.
But it is that level up. The Champions League definitely is that level up. Whether people want to say it's manipulated or whatever in the way they do the draws, but when it comes to the teams that are left, when you get to the quarters, there's no easy games there, regardless of what leagues they play in. So
yeah, I mean, you saw yesterday with Man City and Real Madrid. Yeah. I mean, Real Madrid is, you know, their new, you know, stadium in terms of, you know, they obviously revamped it and everything.
They had the roof closed.
The roof closed to get the atmosphere.
The stadium's raging, you know. I have to go there.
Yeah,
I have to go there just to say I went in that stadium, man.
It's absolutely crazy. As I said, they requested for the roof to be closed, and lo and behold, you know, Man City turned.
We got to do that, old team, man. We got to do that.
If we're spending the money, Jay, put a roof on it. Put a roof on it, because the rain in Manchester is criminal. Just put a roof on that thing, man. You know the ones. So that would work. You know, that would be brilliant.
But listen, both ties are hanging in the balance, yeah. And why I say that, because obviously it's 3-3 with Man City and Real Madrid, and it's 2-2 with Bayern. But I think the home teams now hold the advantage, right? So we're now going over to the Allianz Arena now. They're going to have all their fans there, because remember, yesterday they didn't have none of their fans there.
Oh yeah,
this was a chance to, I would have liked to have taken at least a 1 or 2 goal lead going into the Allianz Arena, but now we're going there. And listen, as much as Bayern Munich have not been good domestically, this is the only thing they got to play for now.
Yeah, of course. But you know, Normski, I actually, and again, I know your team's playing though, Norms, but I actually missed the away goals, Will. It makes, because it made playing away from home, and it made it feel that little bit more spicy. Because if you got that goal, you kind of felt like, oh, that away goal. I quite miss it, you know.
And the thing is, Jay, they were talking about this today on further channels, and they were saying that it also sometimes doesn't keep you honest, you know, in that way, in you know, and then teams were saying, "I felt hard done by. We were the better team, but we went out on the away goal rule or whatever."
We went out on a number of
bad times.
Wow,
and
it was like it.
Yeah, it was always interesting that they decided, right, we're getting rid of it. You know, I don't quite know who that benefits, but it obviously benefits somebody by getting rid of it, because otherwise they would have just left it alone. Because it's always been that way, where if you go away from home and under the pressure of having not many fans, you nick a couple of goals in a 3-2 loss.
Yeah. I think maybe going to this, I suppose what they're expecting now is for both teams now to go at it rather. If say now, you know, Bayern Munich have now put 2 goals past us and the way
fair play.
We go over there now, They're gonna be more pragmatic,
There's more pressure on Arsenal now.
We have got to go for it to get the deficit or the 2 away goals, and then what happens is that as we're going for it, we will leave gaps. They hit us on the counter.
That's fair. That's a fair comment, because they used to say the team that played, you know, at home in the second leg, generally you wanted the second leg at home and all that stuff because of the way it goes.
Yeah, Fergie. I remember Fergie always out, didn't he? He always wanted the second leg at Old Trafford. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And that's why, and that's why I'm looking at it this way. Yes, the away goal rule doesn't apply, but you know, Real Madrid are going to listen. We know that they've got heritage. Bayern Munich have got heritage in this competition. Man City, I want to say they got heritage because they, as Jay,
not really.
They haven't got heritage. I think they've probably got 115 heritage, but
you know what I mean.
You know, as Jay would definitely agree. But listen,
do you know what? Sorry, no.
Yeah.
It's actually starting to annoy me now, though.
I know it, Jay. I know it is.
It's ridiculous, Jay.
I know what it's annoying.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I know it's not on the agenda for today, but it's ridiculous because
we will touch on that, and the reason why we will touch on that is obviously because we know now Everton has been hit with another 2 point again.
It's just like, come on, man.
And it's just that at the moment with the Premier League, they're just kicking this can down the road. Yeah, when is this thing going to happen? When is this trial going to happen?
I'll tell you now, though, Norm. If Everton get dragged in and they go down, they are definitely suing the Premier League for this one. Trust me.
Yeah,
they probably got their lawyers lined up, ready to go.
They're already appealing it. They're already appealing.
Yeah, you have to. And you just got. And every time you appeal, you got to keep pointing at Man City. Every time you put your appeal in, you put that in as well.
Yeah, I'm quite sure they are doing that.
Apparently, Kieran McKenna, whatever his name is, he's the football.
Oh, yeah, Kieran.
Financial expert, whatever his name is. He was saying, I was listening to him the other day, and he was saying that Everton's big gripe actually is the fact that it's this independent review that happens, but it's not actually. Right. It feels unbalanced because actually, I think they said Nottingham Forest breached the profit and sustainability rules by more than Everton.
Right. Yeah, because they got a smaller point deduction. And that's what I'm saying. Is PSR fit for purpose? I know we're kind of going off on a tangent, but is it fit for purpose? And I think come the summer, they are looking to change it and get in line with UEFA. So that's the plan. And we spoke about it a couple of shows ago, where now clubs now will only be able to spend, I think, is it up to 80% of profit, and that will go towards transfers and wages. Yeah, but
if you look at it, Norm, you see in the summer when they was bringing all these mans in, there was a lot of players that were out of contract. But even with the players that were out of contract, we were saying on the show here that how were they able to bring in this many players over the last 2 transfer windows? So it wasn't surprised that Forest, got their knuckles slapped, because you were thinking, they've got to be cooking the books here somewhere, regardless of who's gone out the door. That's way too many players to justify, right, we spent this and we're only making this. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, but then it feels like, I feel Everton feels personal for some reason. Mm-hmm. Something's gone on there that we don't know about. It just definitely feels personal. Where everyone is getting
as you say, with regards to Everton, if they, because at the end of the day, I think they're saying this. I know it's only 2 points, but it's dropped them down to 16th now. Okay, right. So they're now 2 points above. I think they're 2 points above the relegation now on 27 points. They were on 29 points. So they got. I think they won. I think did they win at the weekend? I'm sure they won 1-0. If my memory serves me right, I think they did win 1-0.
I don't think they won.
Did they win, or did they draw? I'm just
going to look now.
It was Calvert-Lewin that scored.
Yeah, they beat Burnley 1-0.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They beat Burnley.
That's what I'm saying. So if they didn't win that game, they would have probably been a lot closer to Luton.
Yeah.
And Luton got a good win as well at the weekend.
And then the thing as well, Norman, I just say Luton can get in their feelings and say, what's going on here? You deducted, you added back on, you deducted.
I mean,
they left themselves wide open.
Army is saying that Forest cooperated straight away and got a concession. So maybe
fair enough.
That's probably the reason why, because at the time, Everton didn't want to show their books, and so that's why I think they got hit with a harder. So I think that's probably what it boils down to. But I think, as I say, if Everton does appeal this, they won't know. The appeal won't take place until after May the 25th or something like that. That's the Premier League over.
Yeah.
Right. So, and I remember talking about this, as I said a few shows ago. Do we know who's going to end up getting relegated?
Come the end of the season, you might not know who's getting relegated.
And man, this is the farce. This is exactly the farce. So
it will probably put a grey cloud over all of it, won't it?
It was like,
absolutely.
Remember a few years ago with West Ham, and I think it was Sheffield. Was it Sheffield United?
Yep.
When Sheffield United went down, and they
right. I think at the time, Neil Warnock was manager.
Yeah, that's right. And what was it? Did West Ham field eligible players? I think it was, or something like that.
It was that. It was something along them lines.
And they paid them out in the end. They had to pay them out in the end.
Yeah. But it was where they had Jay. I think it was where they had them players that were part owned by.
Yeah, it might be Tevez.
Tevez and all that. Yeah.
What's the other guy?
What's the one?
Yeah. And they were saying, hold on, these guys are actually not under a full contract at West Ham.
Yeah.
They're on it was almost like a loan.
Remember, it was like a third party ownership.
Yeah, right, dodgy.
Yeah.
That was right, dodgy. That was really messed up. Yeah,
you know what I mean. And so they felt that was unfair, and it did come out that they were flouting the rules. Yeah. And this is the thing, Jay, and that's why I get your frustration with the Man City stuff, yeah? Because at the end of the day, they've got 115 charges, and you're telling me out of those 115 charges, you know, that not at least, there's got to be at least 3 or 4 that are serious charges, yeah?
Come on.
And what are they going to do? This is the big question, because are they going to expel them from the league and send them back down there? Listen.
Kick them out.
Kick them out. But do you think the Premier League are going to want that? And I D was saying that it's not in their interest to kick out.
Do you know what it is?
Chelsea and them.
I'll come back to it, right? What I said a few weeks ago on here. And I heard Richard Masters came out today, the Premier League guy.
Yeah.
And he was just talking about why they don't need the football regulator and all these different things. And I think that the Premier League is trying to show that they can govern themselves and they don't need a regulator. And that's why they're coming down and they're slapping all these things. And I think they'll have no choice but to slap Man City hard.
Right.
Because they don't want a football regulator. To be honest, I don't
buy the thing is, Jay,
thing either, to be honest, personally. But
if they slap them hard, the only way you slap someone hard is to relegate them. The fine don't matter. They can afford the fine.
Yeah.
So just like how Juventus and their man got relegated, are you going to relegate City?
Yes.
Because if you do it, then you're making a huge statement.
But the truth is, City are big because they've been successful, but they're not big in terms of viewership numbers. They're not any bigger than they're not pulling in a load of fans into the Premier League.
No.
The Premier League won't be weaker in terms of the numbers it draws in because they relegated Man City. If they relegated Manchester United or they relegated Arsenal or something like that, then that's a big deal.
Yeah. You see the viewership,
and I think you said as well, Jay.
Stadium.
Yeah, I think you also alluded to some time ago, Jay. Like, you know, if say it was Man United or Arsenal, Chelsea, so that, you know, if they had won a treble, everybody would know about it. Nobody's really listen. As we come nearer to the end of the season, I think what people are worried about is that Man City are going to go and do the 4P and do it twice back to back. Yeah, but you don't kind of look back and go, oh my God, you know, it doesn't kind of. Yeah, I mean, if Arsenal win the Premier League or win the Champions League, this is in your newspaper every day of the week. Yeah. For the next 52 weeks or whatever it is. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? They don't have that kind of pulling power. No, you know what I mean? Yeah, they will get. I mean, listen, they've got their loyal fans when they used to be in Division 3 and all that.
Yeah, man, 100%.
They've seen all that. But they're now appealing to a newer, you know, generation of fans. But even saying that, you'll still find that a lot of the newer fans, our generation, the new generation, like my son and all that, Man United, you know, Chelsea, Liverpool, they've still got that pull. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like they're starting. You know, we're
and that's really the point. Yeah, that's really the point. Because like anywhere I travel in the world, a man is rolling up on me big as I'm and say, "Yo, can I have your shirt?"
Yeah.
I'll be like, "What? The shirt on my back where I'm sweating?" Yeah, nah, brother, you're not having my shirt. But that just shows you that. Yeah, because we can't get them here, and they're really expensive. And they're just thinking that you're just going to take off your shirt in the street and bless them. You don't know what to
Okay. This is no jest now, and I'm not. This is not a dig at Man City, but how many Man City fans do you know, Jay, personally?
Right. So I know 2 Man City fans. Right. So, and they both from Manchester.
Right. And I'm going to say this too. I know 2 Man City fans. Yeah. One.
I know one.
You know one,
lives,
right?
Lives in Leicester.
Right.
My
So we
nephew.
got one that lives in Kent, and the other one that I know lives in Manchester. That's the only 2 Man City fans I know.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh no, tell her
madness.
Maybe 2.5, because my wife's cousin, I think he's a Man City fan. So I'll make that 3. Yeah.
Right.
Now, if I was to now say how many Man United fans
do
I know, or how many Chelsea fans I know,
right.
I'm just reading off names.
You can't. Yeah, it's not even worth a conversation there, because there's just so many.
Yeah,
just so many. But with
and
team,
and I think that's
this is why I don't really. This is why there's a part of me that doesn't care about them.
Yeah.
Like, they're supposed to be, and because I don't live in Manchester, it doesn't feel like I don't really care about them, because I don't have any banter with any. If Arsenal win the title, I'm gonna get banter, right? Because that's the way football works. You get a bit of banter in your,
absolutely.
And that's why you're like, I can't stand that guy, because that it all creates from the atmosphere around you and your friends and your family and all that sort of stuff.
Look, same as root cause. I know 3 City fans, and they're all under 25 and from London.
Exactly.
So it just proves the point.
It's just a bandwagon thing.
And to root
you know what I mean?
Point, and to root cause, all the London Man United fans I know, I've met them in my kids' primary school, and they're like 6.
Right.
And they're running up, I support Man City. And I'm like, okay, whatever. That sort of thing.
Yeah, it's almost like the social media of the recent success says, oh yeah, you got to be a City fan. And I think I was saying to you guys about my niece that lives in Northwest London. Even though my brother's a hard Man United fan, I'm here looking for a Liverpool Arsenal shirt for her. And I'm thinking, what am I doing here? But I get it, because she don't want to get bullied at school for rolling up in the Man United top, because they're all Arsenal or Tottenham fans.
Out of business.
Wow.
My kids ain't doing it. There's not.
Wow, that's what I said to my brother. I said, you know what? Like, but he said, nah, it's not worth it. And then her stepsister is an Arsenal fan as well. So, and they both play a bit. They both play a bit of football as well. So, you know what I mean. So
my kids didn't have no choice. From they were born, I was buying them tops. So they just was ingrained in it.
Yeah, exactly.
I give him there's no options in my house.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, it's the same for me. I mean, like my 2, 3. One, my second daughter, she was, funny enough, she was a Liverpool supporter. Yeah.
That's understandable.
But the thing is, my missus bought her a Liverpool mat, right? And I think about 6 months later, it was in the bin. Right? So she ended up supporting Arsenal. So my 2 daughters support Arsenal, and my son. He was at the game last night. Yeah.
You went. Oh, nice.
Game last night. Big up, Jake Junior. What you say, brother?
Yes, Junior, my guy.
Yeah. So he was at the game last night. So yeah, he's absolutely.
Does he go a lot then? Does he go a lot now?
Oh, when he can get tickets.
Right.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna say what he paid. I ain't gonna say what he paid for this ticket. That's all.
It's Goldust, isn't it, Norm? It's Goldust, man.
But this mate, if my dad, God bless his soul, he was alive and he found out I spent that kind of money,
he go nothing.
I'll be picking my lips off the walls. Yeah. I'll be picking my lips off the walls. It's only because there's child protection here, so you know what I mean. I can't do all them things up. But it is what it is. But look. I know we kind of digressed from the game, but it's kind of still links in, because obviously Man City are going to be taking Real Madrid back home. And listen, anything can happen in that game.
It's going to be a good game. Might be a good game.
It's going to be a good game.
Okay.
Listen, I think the way we're probably going to set up when we go over there is, I think personally they're going to have to come out and play. I think we need to play our game. You know, be pragmatic, but at the same time, know when to hit them on the break. Do you know what I mean? And listen, Martinelli didn't have a fantastic game yesterday. You know what I mean? So, to be honest, him and Kivio were probably our worst players on that pitch yesterday. Yeah.
But he's got him out of rhythm, Norms.
So I
think he's got him out of rhythm. He's not starting him every week now.
No, it's because of injury.
I think when he was starting, I think he was doing well when he was. But now Trossard comes. It's probably our most clinical in terms of in front of goal. Yeah, he comes off the bench. Him and to be honest, him and Gabriel Jesus came off the bench and they impacted the game. Do you know what I mean? And we end up, getting a 2-2 draw. And then the Saka. Can I just ask people about the Saka incident? I don't know if you saw it. Is that a penalty or not? You know what, Norms? In any given game situation,
I'm gonna look it up again.
He actually get that, because a lot of people say that he left his leg hanging, but they're taught to do that, Norm. If they're through in the box, they're taught to leave that leg trailing just in case they lose their balance or whatever. So I can't really knock him for trying the thing. You know what I mean?
Not a penalty,
right? So I mean, as I said, after looking at myself, I know what you're saying.
That's not a penalty.
In the Premier League, it could be given. Some people
say
50.
And I think it would have been given in the Premier League.
It would have probably been ease if Saka went round the guy. Yeah. It would have probably been ease if Saka went round the guy.
Come on, root cause, man. You should have went with your family. They know what they're talking about.
Right, brother. I'm a gunner. My brother, yeah.
Yo, you stick with it, man. Don't listen to these mans. Yeah. Don't listen to this man. It was rather lovely when we all went to the Old Trafford and did the business. So I remember them days. Gold shirt and all that thing. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mad, yeah.
but just coming back. But I just think,
If that Saka penalty was awarded against your team, everyone would be vexed.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing.
The dude just he was looking for his leg. He was looking for his leg.
That's what I'm saying. When you look at it, when it happened in real time, because I was watching it, and obviously I was watching it. Big up, Kofi. We say, man. Obviously,
Kofi.
I thought you'll be on the show tonight to just tell us why you ended up bottling it at the pool, but we will discuss that. So if you are coming on the show, come on the show. If not, you're going to be in the chat. Fair enough.
Come join and defend yourself, my guy.
You know what I mean? Come join yourself. And this is the problem.
Because the way clock was balling,
right?
I need to hear what you...
Exactly. And they'll come at this guy in the comments again, yeah? It's funny. It's ironic, isn't it? Yeah? He draws at Old Trafford. Yeah? You don't see him. Last week in win, you see him. Bro, I ain't saying anything.
What's going on with this pattern there, bro?
I ain't saying anything. But just going back to the Saka penalty, I think he was looking for it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, he's on the road. Kofi's on the road. I think he was looking for it. And as I said, when in the moment, I thought real time, it looked like it was a penalty because Neuer's come out. He's made himself big. And some people say that Neuer brought his leg to him. But if you look in slow motion, Saka moved his leg to him and made impact with him. 100%. Do you know what I mean? 100%. So, it's kind of 50-50 because, on another occasion, and just let me just say, there's a theory, guys, that the reason why the referee probably didn't give it, because Gabriel Magalhaes had a bit of a bozo moment. Now, Arsenal was taking a goal kick, yeah? Rare.
That was marginal, Norm.
Listen, mate. Listen to this. Rare kicks the ball to Gabriel. Gabriel picks it up. This is after the whistle's been blown. Yeah.
I'm about to say the whistle's blown when he does that.
Yeah, picks it up, put it, and now the joke was, I'm looking and thinking, what's going on? I didn't realize what's going on. Now my son was in the stadium. He's saying, "Oh my God, does he know what he's just done?" Now the mad thing about this, Tuchel was absolutely livid on the touchline. My son said when he saw him, was just going wild, and a couple of the Bayern Munich players were asking the same question: "What's going on?"
It's a penalty, though.
Yeah, of course it's a penalty. By the letter of the law, it's a penalty. Eric Dyer was asked a question. Eric Dyer was asked a question with the Saka foul. He said, "Do you think that was a foul on Saka with Neuer?" And he said he didn't even answer the question. He said, "So what?" He said he just went straight into said, "What about the handball? That wasn't given. Why didn't we get that penalty?" Now he should have given it. And this was the referee's thing. What he said. I think he said it to the players. So Tuchel was just kind of replying back and saying to me that this is what he said. He said that he saw it and thought that it was a schoolboy. It might be the exact words. It was a schoolboy error, and he didn't warrant giving a penalty in the quarterfinals of a Champions League.
It doesn't matter. Wow. It doesn't matter though.
For that reason, that man should not come anywhere near. A Champions League game, because I was giving it to him last night on the watch along. I was giving it to him last, and I was caught up in the moment because I actually thought it was a penalty. But now looking at it in hindsight, maybe that's the reason why he probably didn't give the penalty.
Yeah, but no. But the thing is, because the goalkeeper waits for the whistle to be blown, that's why it is a penalty. If he'd done that before the whistle, then I don't think But you hear the whistle blow. He looks at him and passes it to him. He picks it up and sets it like he's going to hit it long. And I'm like, and then he passes it back to the goalkeeper.
It's ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
That's a proper
that is utterly ridiculous.
So the referee knew that he had made a mistake. Yeah, the referee made a mistake as well. But he come back and turned around and said, "This is the reason why I didn't give it." He says he felt because of the occasion. It was just a schoolboy error. And,
that's nonsense, Norm.
Absolutely.
And
he's come
out
and said,
when I do a missed pass, when I pass it across my goal and make a mistake, you just rule the goal out because I made a schoolboy error. It doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. No.
An error in football is an error. The occasion makes people make errors sometimes.
Yeah. I was talking to a work colleague ago who was discussing this same matter, and the guy came out and said, it may be something that we've spoken about. I can't remember. Correct me if I'm wrong. Why don't we have a league for referees? Yeah, an actual league.
Yeah,
so say
this you get promoted
and promoted. So if they're done on points as well. Yeah, of how they perform. And if throughout that tenure, if they don't perform well, bro, go on managing the championship or lower than that. Do you know what I'm sort of saying? Yeah, and Air Kofi's saying the same ref will probably be in the Euros.
And the thing is, Norms, it's like that referee is just better not saying anything than saying that foolishness. Exactly. Just don't say anything. Don't comment on it. Because the decision happened and that's it. Move on.
Yeah, he's put himself out there now. You know what I mean?
But you start saying, I did see it, and I thought, schoolboy error there.
It makes you wonder that he's openly. What I'm to say, D. It makes you wonder that he said that openly. And what do you think they're doing behind?
VAR,
VAR and all of this.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So listen.
I'm just watching the replay of what happened there. This is ludicrous.
But even the stuff more.
It's ludicrous.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
It is. And this is what I was saying to you the other week. You know when they allegedly leaking the VAR stuff when it's delay. And like, did you see it? No, I think I missed it. Rewind back. They're panicking, right? Because they're probably on Candy Crush team while the game's going on. And then suddenly they realise there's an incident. And I'm like, what is this, man? What's going on? So they say delay in a panic to make it look like they're doing a job when the fact is they've all missed it. And now it's like,
you know what though? Norman's out of order. I watched Norman's watch along. Norman was going mental about a penalty that clearly is not a penalty and never mentioned this once.
No. Hold on a second. This is the God's honest truth. At the time of watching this watch along, I didn't realise until after. Right, I was watching the highlights, and that's when it was brought up. So it was brought to my attention when I was listening to Tuchel talking in the press conference. I was thinking, when did this happen?
You watched the match with gold tinted glasses.
Bro.
The man's not watching the game. I watched the game in bits, so I didn't see it. I turned it off, turned it over, I was in that room.
Oh my gosh. No, but listen, for real. Listen, I mean, just talking about the ref watch, and we'll just kind of move into your game. And basically, Liverpool have been invited to your house, the Theatre Dreams, 3 times. 3 times. And now that the time that they come there, they're not finished their dinner. 87 shots in those 3 games. This season.
Twice at Old Trafford. Twice at Old Trafford, isn't it?
Twice at Old Trafford. Sorry, tell a lie. Twice at Old Trafford. And there, but you face a total, guys. Oh my God! In those 3 games alone, I'm not even going to talk about a total. In Europe, you faced the most shots in Europe. Just to let you know that,
you don't need to tell us that, mate.
But you faced 83 or 87 shots with Liverpool, and Liverpool couldn't finish their dinner. Now I'm telling you this now.
Apparently, that's our fault as well, Norm.
But wait there, guys. Wait there. If you guys were to go in front of a firing range and you ask Liverpool, man, they ain't hitting none of you. They ain't hitting none of you. It's like...
But you know what, Norm? I was watching a podcast and someone said that Liverpool strikers are just as wasteful as Man United. And they're even worse because they get way more chances to be wasteful.
Apparently,
and I went, that's what I do.
Apparently, Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea. Who's the other team have got better conversion rate than Liverpool. Liverpool.
Yeah,
it's absolutely ridiculous.
And that's what the guy said. He said,
I think they sit about third or fourth.
Yeah, they said because Liverpool have way more chances than Man United, it makes their strikers even worse than Man United, which is quite funny. I was like, I hear what you're saying, but he's just saying, yeah, because they're probably getting 3 to 4 more chances each per game, and so they're even more wasteful. Because Haaland will say, "I've got 2 chances in the game," where Darwin Núñez will have 8 and maybe score 1.
Yeah,
or whatever, and I was like, "Yeah, it's true." We put it like that.
So that's where they're
conversion.
Nobody. Where's the Andy Cole label on those guys? Oh, we need
exactly
chance to score 1 goal.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, formidable. Those players are absolutely formidable.
Yeah, the whole he's a poor man's Andy Cole. You remember that one, Jay? Yeah, he's a poor man's Andy Cole. But he'll always be on Andy Cole's neck. You know what I mean?
I think Man United have conceded 256 shots on goal in 11 matches.
Wow.
Yeah, but what's with the laughing at the end? Come on.
Yeah, what's the Craig?
What are you laughing at the end for, man?
I thought you were the friend of the show. What's going on?
Núñez really is a 5-yard miss. I mean, Núñez again. Diaz in that game. Diaz missing that chance.
Yeah.
Where he put it over the bar. Now the thing in that game now, Liverpool made the same mistake again. Yeah. How can they come back a second time? You done them in the cup, and then they come back a second time and going to Old Trafford. Yeah, as bad as you guys are, you're saying, bro, yeah, this is a derby, man, and this ain't happening. This ain't happening. Now I'm gonna tell you this now, right? That mistake from I think it was Kwanzaa who played that ball.
Yeah, for the Bruno goal.
Yeah, when Bruno scored, I was thinking Bruno pass it. In my head, I was thinking because obviously that day I was a Red Devil, yeah. But I wasn't a devil. I was a red, yeah, bro. And I was saying, why is he? And then next thing I know, it's in the back of the net. Yeah. Furthermore, what's Keller doing so far out? Yeah.
Well, the thing is,
they haven't got Anana for coming out far.
Yeah.
Keller,
but if you look with Keller, because I think Keller's trying to get the back four to squeeze up on us, so that's why he's coming out to play the sweeper. He's coming out to play the sweeper, Norm, and then that straight pass just leaves him stranded. Like, Ra, what are you doing?
And to be honest, the way, listen, I call you guys, Moments FC or Vibes FC.
We are.
Because in moments, you are.
Can't argue.
Yeah. Listen, Maino, I'd have him at Arsenal. Listen, my son said, if we had Maino, Partey, and Rice in that midfield, we're walking the league. Maino is your man. What a goal.
But that's why I keep saying England now, they should be bold enough, and if they don't play him, it's fine by me. But England should be bold enough to play. I mean, they got Declan, Mainu, and Bellingham. Come on.
It's Northgate. It's Northgate, mate. It's Northgate.
The game.
Northgate settings,
he'll bottle it. He'll look at it and go,
100%.
It'll go. It's too adventurous. That midfield's too adventurous.
Yeah,
I can't chance it.
I got to bring my boy Henderson back.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
This is
and even in that game, the Liverpool penalty.
I've watched that
so many times.
Decision now, is that a penalty or not?
No.
As a United fan, I can see why they gave it though, because once you go to ground like that in the box, he didn't touch him.
But he always goes to ground, though, Jay. That's how he tackles, isn't it?
But you see, this is where
in the box, though.
Yeah, that's why.
I know.
This is where my man has had his bozo moment. Yeah, this is where he's had his bozo moment.
Don't do that in the box, man.
Don't do it in the box. You're giving a referee a decision. Now the thing is, when you
see it in real
time, it looks like it is a penalty because he does make contact, but I think again, Elliot initiates the contact.
Yeah, and this is my point. That's why I'm saying it's not a penalty.
So that's what I'm trying to say.
He's diving for the crowd. He's diving for the Oscar.
And so Arsenal fans are comparing the Saka thing yesterday.
Yeah,
and they're looking at the Elliot thing and saying,
Elliot,
you know what I mean?
But the difference there is, the referee gave the Liverpool the penalty. And because they gave Liverpool the penalty, is not enough for VAR to overturn it. But I don't think VAR would have given the penalty if the referee had missed it.
Gone to VAR. Gone to VAR. Yeah. I think you're right there, Jay. I think if everyone said that was a penalty, ref, and he stopped the game and went to VAR and VAR did the whole delay thing and sent it to the screen, I don't think he gives it. But because in full speed in the moment, it's like, oh, he's got him and he's pouring.
Obviously, Kofi has obviously assessed the game, and to be honest, when I was watching it in slow mo, Elliot was actually going down before he was even touched.
Yeah, because the ball had gone away from him a bit, Norm. Right. So we thought, I've got to go down.
And then what he's done, as Wan-Bissaka's come in and almost like gone to get the ball, he's missed the ball. Elliot now has planted his foot in between his feet.
It was blatant. It's very clever. I'm not going to knock Elliot for being smart.
You don't have the thing. Once, as you said, Jay, once the referee gives it on the field, they're not going to send him, do you know what I mean, send to the screen. So, when you see that in slow motion, we have the benefit of seeing it in slow motion. You can say, well, this is what happened. But in real time, bang. But they're not going to
I'll tell you what's interesting. What's interesting there is, well, Norm, like, I actually think referees should be made to go back and watch this stuff after the game. And then the system that you were talking about, where they watch the mistakes and then they grade and say, you know what, you can't get a big game now for the next 2 months.
Ain't that basically what they're supposed to do anyway?
Well, exactly, yeah. But I guarantee you, unless, just say like if Ten Hag really lost his mind and wanted an appeal, then they'd be forced to make him look at it. But if Ten Hag didn't kick off in a way, because who was it? O'Neill last week. O'Neill
with the
he blatantly said the referee's a joke. He's saying it, but he's not saying it because he don't want to get.
But they were saying that the guy was blocking. What's the guy's name?
The goalkeeper. Yeah.
And some people say, well, Fabianski can see over the top of the guy that was in front of him. I can't remember who the player was standing in front of him.
Yeah.
So Wolves have had a lot of stuff go against them. Do you know what I mean? If not one of the most when it comes to decisions going against them. You know what I mean? And they could have been further up the table,
but if you look at the goalkeepers, not in general,
inconsistency with VAR.
Yeah, in that situation, like the goalkeepers do a slight crouch to try and spring to make the save. So even with that scenario, you're like, well, that's actually nonsense there. So I think that's why he lost his mind, because you could tell he was trying to go in without getting himself suspended for 3 or 4 games. You know what I mean? And I actually felt bad for him because he was like, how do we compete if we're constantly getting robbed? Because he thinks that he's had, he said he's been on the wrong side of too many of these poor referee decisions.
Yeah.
And he said he's like, I can't speak out even though I'm the manager. So what's the point of being a manager if you can't speak out? Because you see, in the NBA, Jay will tell you, they go to the table, Norm, in the press conference, and they talk what they want to talk. They don't care. They'll take the fine. But here it's like
they get paid enough, so
exactly, yeah. But the head coach will go to the table.
Managers,
the head coach will go to the table and just say, these referees were on the take or something because the way they called this game was a shambles. You're like, rah, and they just say, what's up there? I'll pay 800 grand. I'm paying it, but I'm letting the referee union know that you're mugging my team off. I felt bad for him that he wanted to just cuss, but he had to know that he's letting his team down, as in letting the players down if he gets 3 games in the stand or whatever, in the running. You don't want your manager in the stand in the running. You want him close to, navigate the running, however hard or not so hard it is. So I felt bad for him because he feels like he's been mugged off all season. This is just another situation of him getting mugged off again. And there's no clarity. Like the referee don't want to speak to him. He goes to the referee, he don't want to speak to him. And he's like, what's that? I'm the manager. And I can't speak to the referee about his poor decision making on the pitch. So it's not good. It's not good.
It is what it is. But listen, as a result of this game and Man United helping, to make this running, this title race running, really, because to be honest, everybody had Liverpool winning this game. Yeah, everybody had.
I said Liverpool going to win.
And to surprise, you know what I mean. I mean, earlier on in the game, I think you had a goal ruled out because it was offside.
Right at the beginning.
Garnacho's one, wasn't it? Was it Garnacho's one?
And then Highland. I mean, again, he wasn't
concerned for him, Norm. I'm not going to lie.
Since he's come back.
Yeah, he's been awful again.
We're getting nothing. Nothing, man.
Rashford again. Let's do the Rashford. the daily Rashford quickly.
You know what? I think for both parties we sell him, just for both parties. I think he needs a break from us, and we definitely need a break from him.
Totally agree with you.
Just sell him. I think it works out best for both. He goes somewhere, gets a fresh start. We use that money and get a striker that Haaland can learn from.
I mean, it's another show, but the problem we got right there is we got to look at all the players. We need to get rid of so many players. But reality is we can't clear house all in one transfer window. Yeah. So we're going to have to prioritize.
And at the moment, you guys are you're focusing in getting rid of like the people like in the higher echelons, like Murta. Now he's gone. Yeah, guys spent 13 years with you people, but listen, I think the reason
he's done a good job. He actually did a good job with not the first team because before that he was doing the kids and he restructured the whole youth, and that's why our youth's coming up now so good.
Yeah, but when he took over the director of football and started bringing in,
terrible.
Yeah, and that's why I think a lot of people say that he's wasted a lot of money. You look at the likes of, and I think Ratcliffe wasn't pleased about it when he looked at it and thought, listen, you've got two guys from Real Madrid, Varane and Casemiro, in their twilight years, and you're spending £111 million.
Yeah, I don't think he got Varane. He wasn't Varane. He was Casemiro.
It was Casemiro, but
he came in with Eric Ten Hag. So basically, all the signings since Eric Ten Hag was him.
Yeah.
So Anthony,
overpaying for Anthony, overpaying for Mason Mount. Yeah, you know what I mean. You got to look at that and say, "Nah, it's not tenable, my guy." Yeah. And you actually can't feel sorry for him. And last night when I'm driving through the night, I was listening to one of the podcasts with Saeed and them, and Saeed started naming the people that are coming back from loan who I thought we'd sold. People like Donny, I thought we sold Donny, and he was like, "Nah, these guys all come back in the summer." And I went,
but this is the problem.
And they've all had terrible loans. I saw Flex and
they've all been terrible.
They've all had terrible loans as well.
Yeah, right, so there you go.
So it's not going to be as easy. It's not going to be as easy as you think trying to get rid of these players. A lot of them, you're probably going to have to just kind of. I'm not saying you're going to buy out their contracts because you haven't got the money to be buying out their contracts because some of them have some bad contracts right now.
Yeah, it was 4 or 5 players he reeled off that are coming back, plus the ones that we want gone that are still here.
Yeah,
and I think he came to about 13 players that we need gone.
Wow, man! You're not going to do that in one transfer window.
That's what I'm saying. We're not going to do that in one season. So we need to, because we need two centre backs. We almost need to rebuild our back four.
It's
pretty. The only one you can probably get away with the Lowell for now. I mean, I'd like to replace him as a starter, but for now you can probably leave him.
Yeah,
but you need a left back.
But even the kid that came in with to play alongside Harry, Willie. I forget his surname now.
Oh, yeah.
He had a good account of himself.
No, he done all right.
And so he needs to be coached, as in like coached in a good way, because
the same for Mano as well.
Yeah,
he needs to be coached because right now I don't know what Ten Hag is doing.
And that's my concern, that there's a couple of them there that I would like to keep, but you've got to coach them. You can't let them get the bad habits of this trash that have been here for years. That's what you don't want, is them getting the Bruno and Rashford bad habits. And so you need a real forceful coach to say, right, I know you look up to this lot, but that's not how I want you to play. And mold them in a different way. That's what Fergie used to do, mold them in a different way. If you don't listen, get rid.
Just quickly, Kofi's asking your thoughts on Ruben Amorim, who's gonna. They're saying that they're sewing up a deal with Sporting Lisbon to go to Liverpool. He's got some big shoes to fill. He hasn't done too brilliant in. I think he didn't do too well. I think he went at the group stage in the Champions League. Right. He's beaten us. Yeah, not gonna lie, he's beaten us. I think we went out on penalties against him. Yeah, but in terms of his Champions League pedigree, it's not that fantastic. Obviously, he's won a league with Sporting Lisbon. He's currently looking like he's probably going to do another one this season. And they're saying a 3-year deal. He's 39. I think
he's fairly young.
He's 39 years
but
old.
I'm looking at him though. I'm sure he plays the back three at Sporting.
He does.
So straight away you're changing the way they're gonna play. I
hate back threes. But I'll tell you what it means, Kofi. I'll tell you what it means. Welcome to mid-table, son. Welcome to mid-table.
I mean, look, guys. I mean, there's going to be a level of drop off, yeah, and it's going to take a bit of time. And listen, look, you've got a couple of senior players in that side, the likes of Salah, yeah, who's in his last year. You've got Trent. You've got Van Dijk. Now these guys are not. These guys have not signed any deals or anything like that. So okay, with this new manager coming,
there's a lot, doesn't it? There's a lot.
He might want to work with like more younger, youthful players. I don't know. I don't know what his thing is and if this is going to happen. I mean, I'm even hearing that he's linked with Man United because obviously Bruno Fernandes has been talking him up as well. But I think that, you know, from what Sky Germany is saying, that the deal looks like it's a done deal and it's going to happen. And even though Liverpool come out and said nonsense and said no, it ain't happening. Listen, it's going to happen. Yeah, he's going to go to Liverpool. But as Jay says, welcome to mid-table. So Kofi, there's your answer. Yeah, what's your thoughts on Ruben Amorim? Welcome to mid-table. That's from Jay. Just quickly, in terms of the title race, guys, with what you've done with Liverpool, how do you see this title race, this last run in 7-8 games that are left? You know, Man City have started to, you know, find their shooting boots. What they did, the goal that KDB scored against Man City. They went one goal down, and then they equalised, and then KDB. I think it was the equaliser.
This is the Palace game, wasn't it?
The Palace game. I mean, these guys are starting to purr. Do you think out of the three, or obviously Man City apparently have got the easier run in, followed by Liverpool and then Arsenal? I've got Arsenal, the hardest run in. Do you see more twists and turns? Right now, we sit top of the league on goal difference, 71 points.
It's quite a substantial goal difference as well.
It's a substantial goal difference.
Yeah, for you
guys.
But
do you see Arsenal in these last 7 games dropping points? Do you see Liverpool dropping points? Do you see Man City dropping points? I've said there's going to be twists and turns. Do you think all 3 teams are going to drop points? And who do you think at the end of the season? Just be honest. Don't try and be nice to me. I know. You know, you would obviously want Man City not to win it because of the 4P. You can't stand Liverpool. Or Jay, would you want Liverpool to win?
I don't think so.
Nah, not this farewell tour. Because Liverpool fans conveniently.
I'm struggling. I know
you're struggling. And that's fine.
So I'm not even.
I know.
Yeah.
Who would,
to be fair,
who do you like?
You know,
it has to be you, Norm. For me,
I know you're okay.
No, I think I prefer Arsenal on a serious note. I think I will.
I know you're going to go wash your mouth out with soap after, but
no, but whatever I prefer doesn't mean anything. Arsenal's got to go out there and win the title. I think they're all going to drop points. I don't know where it's going to. I think Liverpool will drop more points.
Well, that's what Kofi just said there. Liverpool more likely to drop points.
I agree.
Yeah. So that it is a bit. As I said,
and the thing is, Kofi might not agree with this, but I feel like Liverpool are playing a little bit too emotional because of how Klopp's been, and it's rubbing off on them. You know what I mean? Because there's no way we should have come out of that game with a point.
No way.
Especially after the first half performance.
First half, 15 shots you faced. Man United didn't even have a shot.
Yeah, we got weighed in, man. We literally got weighed in that first half and came away with a point. So that affects you mentally. It does not.
Yeah.
Regardless of how professional they are.
Should have won the game, really.
Yeah.
Should have won. It wasn't a penalty.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
So they could have come and spoke after dominating.
Yeah. And that's what the thing is. It's holding on to the league. You've done the same thing with Chelsea. Yeah. Where 3-2 up.
Yeah.
Then it goes to a penalty 3-3 and then it's 4-3. And then look
how do you lose that game?
How do you lose that game? But then you look at Chelsea. Yeah, Ez is not here. You look at Chelsea. They draw against 10-man Burnley. And then they go to Sheffield United, the 2 lowest teams, and draw against them. Madness.
It's like, you can't even make that up, can you? And that's why they are mid-table.
You never walk alone. She's not having it. Listen, Liverpool are going to drop more points. Whether you like it or not, Jay, they will drop more points. Simple things.
This is what I would say to Jay. I hope that the hope in your heart will help you, because are you sure about that hope in your heart? You know, you lot think that every week, and I'm just not sure. I think you've allowed your emotional manager on his farewell tour to trip you guys up, unfortunately. And that's good for Man United fans. Don't get me wrong, but
you
know what I mean. Like the tour wasn't supposed to go like this. You wasn't supposed to come to Old Trafford.
This is going to be a nightmare summer.
I know.
It's going to be a nightmare.
Can you imagine? No, can you imagine? Oh, mate, can you imagine? Can you imagine? But listen. So, all right, okay. Talk with your head and not your hearts. Yeah. In reverse order, not reverse order. In order of who wins the league, second and third. First of all, Big D.
Arsenal, City, Liverpool. Spurs finish fourth.
Okay.
City, Arsenal, Liverpool.
Okay, we walk onto the end of the line. I just think.
Unfortunately, I don't want City to win four.
No, I don't. I'm just a little bit worried. I'm just kind of a little bit worried of obviously the way we played yesterday. We've now got to get back on track. I get that. But you know what I mean? I don't want that PSTSD, whatever it is, to follow them into the game that we're going to play on Sunday against Aston Villa. Listen, we're going to be at home.
Where is that? Home or away?
At home. We should beat them because they don't travel well. And they like to play a high line. Right? They like to play a high line. So we'll see what happens. And they've got Douglas Luiz missing in that game.
And the thing is, Norm, as well, like, you know what I mean? I still think that Une holds a bit of a grudge. He feels like he was mugged off at Arsenal. So don't be surprised if he sets up.
No, it's not going to be an easy. It's not going to be an easy game.
You know,
I'll tell you that now. It's not going to be an easy game, but Arsenal's going to draw at least 2 games. Right, fair enough. You might be right, Jake. You might be right.
You got to play us as well, right?
You got to play you second to last game.
What, at Old Trafford?
Sorry about
yeah.
No, you can't come to Old Trafford and win a title, bro.
No, not going to win.
You can do it anywhere else in the country, but not Old Trafford.
Can we got to play City as well?
Yeah, we do. Yes.
You have to play City. What? That's it. You played them twice.
I thought we played City once.
No, you played them twice.
We played them
twice.
Hold on.
They beat them. They beat you. Hold on. Did you draw with City?
No, I don't remember drawing with City.
I'm sure you lost both games.
No, we played City in. I remember we played City in October because I was in Bali.
Yeah.
When that game was on, and I don't remember playing them again.
I'm sure you played them twice. I'm sure of it.
We could have done.
I'm sure of it. But who knows? Who knows? Right, just quickly, D, if you could just share the fantasy league table, and I will quickly share the prediction league table. Movers and shakers. Present.
Share screen. There we go. Share. You know, I thought I already queued this. No, my bad. It's here.
Okay.
No, you're right. You're right. No,
there we go.
We played them twice.
What was the score on both occasions?
I don't know. But I'm just looking at the fixtures we've got remaining. That's why I'm saying it.
Yeah, right.
I think they beat us twice.
Yeah. So, Jay, just Big D, just want to quickly fire away with this.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, this running is looking peak now. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Some high scorers there. To be fair, yeah. I mean, this 1,933 by this league leader. This brother, he's consistent, man. He must have a cheat code on this. I don't know, so I don't want to say that because it doesn't matter how well I've scored. I'm not landing a punch on this dude.
Oh, there you go. City won 3-0.
He's been very consistent. He's been very consistent
at their ground.
And if he stays that way, you know what I mean. That 45 points hurt me. You know what I mean. I didn't get anything from Pep dropped Foden and I moved out Ollie. They said he was injured and then he started. I'm like, unbelievable. So yeah, so 2 players that would always do well for me didn't play, and I was like, yeah.
How did Malcolm X get on?
Malcolm X, 57. She's not the bottom of the pile. She's keeping her neck above water. I'll be honest with you, she's not going to finish last because she's nearly 200 points in front of the guy, Leo Nelson.
He started late, didn't he?
Did he? Right. Okay. I didn't wonder why he was so far.
Effectively, she could have been sitting at the bottom.
Yeah, so if he didn't start late, then sorry, Jay, you could have been bottom of the league. But it's the first time you've done it, so I'm not knocking that. The first time you've done it, and it takes a bit to get used to when to use your chips, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? There's a bit of a science to it.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at Ez, Ez and Andy in mid-table. Kurt's dropped a little bit. Kurt was up there with us at one point.
Yeah.
The usual ones: Richard Tucker and Dal Grady hanging about to make a leap if they can. And Ez in 7. I'm looking where Kofi's. Kofi's 11th. Yeah, Kofi's dropping off a cliff here. What's going on, Kof?
Hopefully,
it's like 300 points on the leader.
Make his team as well. They drop off a cliff as well.
You know,
right.
I can't do fantasy football, you know.
Can you?
Nah, man, because I just don't like the way it makes me do. It makes me want to root for other players and other teams. I don't like it.
Well, this is the thing, and this is why Jay didn't want to do it, because at the start of it, she didn't want to pick Haaland because she can't take him. But she left him out. And she had something like, she had like something in her kitty. She had something like £14 million left in her kitty. And
I said to her, Jay, it's too much. I said, you're supposed to just leave barely $1 million once you pick your team. Like your team's not strong enough if you've got that much money left. Yeah, so it's more about understanding it. There is a science to it. There's a bit.
I just hate the way it makes me feel, man. I don't want to root for Haaland to score, but Man United's playing City, and I want Haaland to score, but I want us to win. I don't like that.
Listen, you guys could face each other in a Manchester derby in the FA Cup. If you get past Coventry,
you know what? And Jay, we can't sleep on Coventry, you know.
They lost yesterday. I saw, funny enough, they lost. Is it yesterday? Or
they did. Yeah. But listen, to me, I would want to see a Man U derby. Yeah, Manchester derby. I'd like to see that. Do you know what I mean? Keep you know what I mean? And give them a good game, man. Stop them getting it.
I just want them out, man. I don't want them going for another treble.
But the thing is, if you win if you win the FA Cup, that's your route into the Europe, isn't it?
Yeah. Europa League, yeah.
Not Champions League.
Europa League, yeah.
Of course, he's back in United if they get to the final. Let's see.
Nice one, man, bro. Respect man.
So just quickly, the last thing we just want to share is the prediction league table. As you can see, we've done game week 31 and game week 32. So Kofi's up there on 26 points, 2 Blues. Chile. And let me just first of all, before we go, Chile obviously is not on the show tonight, and for a couple of weeks he won't be with us. But listen, please just keep him in your prayers. He's not too well at the moment. But Chile, our prayers are with you, mate.
And I'm
sure the guys have contacted you, your private.
I've reached out to him, man.
So listen, we're praying that you get back to full recovery. And to see you back on the show. I know when you sent me that voice note, you said, don't worry about it. I'll be back in 2 weeks. Take your time. Don't rush back and everything. If you are watching the show, big up to you. Yeah, man. I said,
man.
Big up, man. I'll even go easy on you if you come. I'll even go easy on you if you're supporting City on your back.
Definitely go easy. Big up to you, Chile, man. If you're watching, and everybody in the chat, just give him some prayer emojis, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, man.
Big up. And just to say, so as you can see from the table, Ez, it's looking quite peak. Well, I say it's looking quite peak for Ez. I mean, listen, he seems to be just rooting for Chelsea every week, and they seem to be letting him down. Listen, 26 points. Kofi's still top. Chile on 24 points. Big D on 23 points. Normski on 20, and Ez still in the Europa League position on 16 points, even though that could be a Champions League position. Do you know what I mean? That could be a Champions League. And so, listen, it's all go. We go again at the weekend. It's game week 33. So,
man,
we get our predictions in before the weekend. And we'll see how that all goes. And people in the chat, thank you for taking part. And big
up yourself, guys.
While you're there, before you go out, please hit that like button, subscribe, and share if you're new. We go again next week. Next week, Wednesday. Arsenal will be in the Allianz Arena. Come on, Arsenal. Please go there, do the business, get into the semi-finals, and you never know where it will take us. And we go again. But people, take care, and please hit the like button as you go out. God bless.
Yeah, man. Respect, guys.